Did you ever wonder why every time you write English sentences, you didn't get any full marks from your teacher? Or are you thinking of improving your English language writing skills? Then this is the video for you. But first guys, let's roll the intro. Hello everyone, welcome back to another English video lesson. My name is Madam ZETTY, and on my channel I create a lot of English online lesson videos to help you learn English at home or anywhere you are. So if you are new to my channel, then don't forget to click on the subscribe button down below. Yep, the red one. If it's still red, then you haven't clicked on it, so go and click on it now, or watch the video until the end and then subscribe. And don't forget to also ring the bell button so that you will get notified whenever Madam upload a new English lesson videos. And like and share this video, give it a thumbs up if you find this video interesting and helpful. So what are we going to learn today? Alright boys and girls, so today English lesson video is going to be focusing on writing skills. Do you want to start writing English, and do you want to know and learn about how to write English sentences correctly? So this is the video for you. In this video, we are only going to be focusing on the basics of English writing. Although this topic might be easy for some of you, but the basics is actually very important in order for you to improve your English writing skills. So stay with me, pay attention, and inshallah by the end of the lesson you will understand on how you will be able to write simple English sentences correctly. Alright, so what are we going to learn today? So today's topic is going to be about subject plus verb agreement. But before we get on with the video, how about we have some brain booster activities? Let's think about this first. Look at these two sentences. The top one, the girl falls down, and the second one, the girl fall down. Which one do you think is the right sentence? The top one or the bottom one? So if you know the answer, pause this video right now and write in the comment box down below which one is your choice, and then wait until the end of the video to know the answer. Let's get on with the video. Before we learn about subject plus verb agreement, there's one thing that you need to know first. You must first know what is a subject. So in English, in a sentence, a subject is who or what the sentence is talking about. So a subject is the focus of the sentence. It's the person, things, or animal that is doing the action. And in English language, every sentence must have a subject, and the subject must be a noun. Do you know what is a noun? A noun is everything that is around you. Look to your left, look to your right, in front of you. What are you looking right now? Are you holding your smartphone? Are you in front of your laptop or computer? Those are nouns. Nouns are things that you can touch, you can see, you can hear, you can smell, and you can taste. But of course in English there is always an exception, but we are not going to look at that in this video. So just know that most nouns are things that you can use all of your 5 senses. For example, or before we see some examples, know that there are 2 types of nouns in English. So the first one is singular noun. From the word singular, you can guess what does it mean, right? So singular means single, one. So singular noun is when the noun is only one. For example, a chicken, a pencil, or a car. These are only some of the examples. There are so many other nouns in the English language. Alright, so the second type of noun is the plural noun, and this is exactly the opposite of singular noun. So kalau singular tadi maksud dia satu, so plural noun means more than one or many. Plural noun means more than one or many. So kalau ada 2, 3, 4, 5, sejuta, beribu-ribu, berzillion, trillion, those are plural nouns. For example, here in the picture you can see balloons. There are more than one balloons, right? So that balloons are plural noun. And kittens, there are 2 kittens in the picture. So when the thing is more than one, then it is considered as a plural noun. The next thing that you need to know, which is very important in helping you to understand the topic of subject plus verb agreement better, is learning about verb. What is a verb? My simple explanation of what is a verb is that verb is an action word, perbuatan, aksi. Okay, so for example, run, jump, and my favorite verb of all, eat. Those are only some examples of verb. There are so many like sleep, talk, speak, teach, watch, and so many more. And just like nouns, so 2 types of verb in the English language. So the first one is the singular verb, which ends with the letter S at the end, or ES or IES. These are depending on the spelling of the verb that you are using. These are some examples of singular verb. So the first one is run. So as you can see, there's a letter S at the end of the word run. It becomes runs. And the next one is drinks. Drinks. As you can also see, there is an S at the end of the word drinks. And the next one is studies. Studies comes from the word study. So studies is its singular form. And watches. Watches, as you can see at the end, there's 2 letters. There are 2 letters, E and S. Still confused on which one to use, S, ES or IES? Well, comment down below if you want me to make another video focusing only on that. Which one to use depends on the spelling of the verb you are using. So plural verb has no S at the end of the verb. Alright, for example, just the same examples, but in its plural, in their plural form. So the first one is run. So if you see previously, runs is the singular form of the verb run. So the plural form, the verb run, is run with no S at the end. And the plural form of the verb study is study with no IES at the end. And the plural form of the verb drink is exactly that, drink, with no S at the end. And the plural form of the verb watch is watch, no ES at the end of the word watch. Alright guys, get it so far? Now we can move on to the topic of the day, which is subject plus verb agreement. What exactly is that? In the English language, in a sentence, the subject and the verb must agree with each other. They must get along. They must be friends. And for English language, the singular subject, which is a singular noun, must be followed with singular form of a verb, and the plural subject, which is the plural nouns, must be followed with a plural verb. Let me show you in a pictures kind of style. Alright, basically, this is what you need to remember. So the singular noun which has no S is friends with singular verb which has an S. And plural noun which already has S is friends with plural verb with no S. So one tip that I always give my students is remember this, that S is sombong. Okay, it likes to show off. So S doesn't like to be friends with another S. So S likes to be alone. She wants to be the best. So S do not want another S in the same sentence. So when the subject has an S, the verb must have no S. And when the subject has no S, the verb must have S. Alright, so let's look at some examples. Look at this sentence. The boys swim in the pool. The boys swim in the pool. So what is the subject of this sentence? The subject is what the sentence is about. So the sentence is about the boys. So as you can see, the boys already has an S. So therefore, the verb that follows must not have an S, which is a plural verb. So plural subject must be followed with plural verb. So the boys, and therefore you use the plural form of the verb swim, which has no S. Look at the second example. She talks to me. She talks to me. So she is a singular subject. It's a singular noun, which means only one girl. So when the subject is only one, you use the singular verb which has an S. So that is why you use she and then followed by the singular form of the verb talk which has an S, which is talks. Alright? Moving on. The third example, look at this one. The cats run in the garden. The cats run in the garden. So the cats is plural and it has an S, right, at the end of the word cat. So because S is what? S is sombong. So it does not want another S in the same sentence, right? So that is why we use the plural verb run. The cats run in the garden. The next example, I cook some rice for dinner. I cook some rice for dinner. This one is a little bit tricky because the subject is one, because I. But I must always be followed by plural verb. So I tak boleh ada S. So I cook some rice for dinner. Why is that? You must remember that in the English language there is always an exception. So I and you are special. Even though you are talking about one person, I obviously untuk seorang, but you could be one person and you could be many. But you always takes the plural form of a verb. Okay, so no S. As I mentioned earlier, in the English language, English is a little bit strange and there is always an exception. So these exceptions are, if you know and if you remember, there is also what we call as irregular nouns, and these irregular nouns also has singular and plural. So irregular nouns, apa the irregular nouns? So basically irregular nouns are nouns which is different or weird or strange, yang we do not add any S. If it's a plural, we need to change its spelling, or it does not change at all. Let us see some examples. So the first one is, the singular form is child and the plural form is children. The next one is woman, and its plural form is women. Fireman, the plural form for fireman is firemen. And then tooth, singular is tooth, only one gigi, but the plural is teeth. You don't add s, you change the spelling. And the last example is mouse. One mouse, but when it is more than one, it becomes mice. Alright? Okay, so let's look at some examples. So between these two sentences, which one do you think is correct? So let's look at these examples. So which one do you think is right? The children jump on the bed, or the children jumps on the bed? Which one? Children tak ada S kan? So which one do you think? The children jump on the bed, because children is plural, so it takes the plural form of a verb jump, which has no S. So the next example, which one do you think is correct? The fireman puts out the fire, or the fireman put out the fire? Put or puts? Which one agrees with fireman? Yes, because fireman is only one, because it is spelled with an M-A-N. So we need to take the singular form of the verb put, which has an S at the end. Good job, everybody. Some simple quiz. So which one is correct? The first one. I eat or I eat? Which one do you think? I is only one person. But remember, I is special. So the right one is I eat. We use plural verb with I. We write or we writes, because we is plural, which is more than one. So we use plural verb which has no S. So we write. The next one. This one is easy to see, right? Because there is already an S at the word siblings, so you don't want another S in the verb. So the siblings fight. The man nod or the man nods. Which one? Yes, the man here is singular because it is spelled with A, M-A-N, so it means one. So the right answer is the man nods. Good job, everybody. But wait a second. The English verb, there is also another type of English verb which is known as the non-action verb. This is what I like to tell my students so they can remember it easily. There is action verbs, which is run, jump, eat, things that you can do. And there is also non-action verb. What are they? So this is only like a bonus knowledge for you guys. There's no harm in knowing this. Alright. So the non-action verbs are like this: is, was, does, has, which are the singular non-action verb. And then are, were, do, and have, which are the plural non-action verb. And am, which is only used for I. Alright, now let's do more exercises to help us understand subject plus verb agreement better, yeah? So let's match them. The first one, the geese. Which one do you think? The geese run around the garden, or the geese runs around the garden? The one with no S or the one with an S at the end? So the right answer is the geese run around in the garden. Run with no S. Why? Because the word geese is the plural noun. Okay, singular noun for geese is goose. Alright, number 2. Let's try this out. The teacher is on the stage or are on the stage. Which one do you think? If your answer is on the stage, you are absolutely right, because the word teacher is a singular noun because it has no S. So that is why we use is, which is the singular verb. Next one, the girls dances beautifully or the girl dance beautifully. Which one do you think? If you choose dance beautifully, you are absolutely right, because the word girls here already has an S at the end, so that is a plural noun. So it takes the plural verb which has no S, because what? S does not like to be friends with another S. The women. Look closely. It is spelled with M-E-N at the end, right? So is it singular or plural? Is it the women is talking loudly, or the women are talking loudly? What do you think? This is an irregular noun. Alright, so the women are talking loudly, because women, which is spelled with E, M-E-N, is plural. So you need to use plural verb. The women are talking loudly. Alright, we're almost at the end of the lesson, but remember the sentences, the two sentences that I've shown you earlier in the lesson. The girl falls down, or the girl fall down. So what did you answer just now? What did you write in the comment box down below? Yes, because the girl has no S, so the girl is a singular noun and it must be followed with a singular verb, which is falls. No S must be followed with S. Alright? Great job. If you get the answer right, then bravo to you. Well done, everybody. I have provided you with a subject plus verb agreement quiz, so you can go to the link that I've shown in the screen right now. You can pause this video. If you happen to have a mobile phone, another mobile phone with you, you can pause this video and scan the QR code. Oh yeah, and I will also put the link down in the description box. Don't worry. Before we end the video, just to let you know that the English teachers from Akademi YouTuber Malaysia, we have created 2 playlists to help students from all over Malaysia to learn English at home. So you can go to the first one for English level 1 and the second one is for English level 2. These links will also be in the description box down below. Alright, so these are videos from the teachers from all over Malaysia, so go and check them out. Okay guys, so that is all my lesson for today. Hopefully that my explanation help you in a way to improve your English writing skills, and hopefully you are more confident to write English sentences after this. So if you can't quite understand, feel free to just watch this video over and over again, and you can slow it down if I talk too fast, because I am known for talking too fast. I'm so sorry. So until we meet again in another video lesson, inshallah. But before that, if you haven't clicked on the subscribe button down below, go ahead and click on the subscribe button and ring the bell, and give this video a thumbs up if you find this video very helpful for you. Share it with all your friends so that everyone can also learn about subject plus verb agreement, and we want everyone to improve their writing skills. And if you have any suggestions on topics that you want me to do a video on, then you could also drop a comment down below. Alright, so until I see you again in my next lesson video, bye and assalamualaikum.